Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Slim Chance Outdoors. This is going to be our 2025 kickoff. We're looking for a fun season. I'm going to talk you through what our plans are for the year. I know I've got my boss sweating because I'm only planning to work 8 days in November this year, so I'm planning on being out in the field a lot. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. You probably have just watched, if you've been watching for a while, you have just watched the finish of 2024 season. I finally got all that video edited and out there on the web for you guys, so you'll start seeing that. This will be our kickoff. So we've been baiting the bears all summer. Jimmy's went down a couple of times early in the morning getting them baited, and we got a lot of bears. We got 3 different spots this year, so hoping for a bear. You see there's just 3 of us today. The other person couldn't be here.
Man down.
He's had some family stuff to deal with down in, I think they're in Mississippi right now with his wife's family. But you'll see all of us throughout the season like normal. So yeah, we're planning on starting season off this year with bear. We've been baiting them all season. We started going down, what was that first trip we went down, Moses, back in April?
Yeah, I think April.
Yeah, and it's a 3-hour drive for us to go down there, so it's a long drive. 3 hours down, 3 hours back, and then usually an hour putting bait out. We're getting faster at it because we're starting to take more people for more help. Jimmy's got that smart idea. We're not taking multiple trips, we're taking the kids.
Man, and use the headlamps to go early and get back early.
Yeah, it's been hot, so we're trying to get stuff done early in the morning.
Yeah, I just had a camera attacked, so we're going down in the morning to make sure it's still all there.
In November, we're planning on trying for mule deer again.
Different spot this time.
Different spot. We went out the Panhandle last year. This year, we're going to go to a different area. We've talked to a few people and seem to think we've got a better chance there. Also heard there's a lot of aoudad running around and a few ibex running around that are free range there. And in Oklahoma, that's exotic game. So if we happen to run across one of those, we can fling an arrow at them and maybe get lucky, get one of those wild. We'll see.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More meat. We could use some meat.
Yep.
Always.
Me and Jimmy were supposed to go on an elk hunt in September. I had a little bit of bad luck here at the ranch, and we had a mountain lion get in the pen, kill his 4-horn ram that he had out here, and then killed my big buck that we were planning on selling to pay for the trip, so we had to postpone it till next year. So hopefully next year we can take you guys on an elk trip with us. We've got a couple ranch owners been trying to get us to come hunt at their place. Had one messaging me quite a bit yesterday trying to convince me to come shoot some pigs on his place. So we might try to throw something like that in later in the year. We'll see. Depends on what our freezers look like.
Honestly.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a tough season.
It is. It's going to be a tough season
I
again.
think it's gonna be tougher than last year.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough this year.
Now, just because with my cameras, I've been running corn for over almost a month and a half, and barely got any bucks. Bucks are low this year, low. I ain't had pictures of bucks like I have the past few years we've done this. I've had a dozen or more bucks, and you can sit there and think you're gonna take your pick. It don't always work out that way. But again, if you're only getting pictures of one buck, and you can't get any of the 7 you won the prior years, what's the odds of getting any of the 1?
Yeah.
It's down even worse than that, I'd say. Slim.
Yep. And if you guys have been watching, across the country, what's going on, EHD's been really bad, not just in our part of the country like it usually is, but I'm hearing up in places that usually doesn't get EHD. It's been really bad, They've got it real bad in Ohio right now, to the point that the wildlife department's wanting you to report it so they can, keep track of where the spread is, And EHD's that disease that you don't hear a lot of because there's not really a lot that can get done. I mean, it's a fast disease. I've lost a couple deer on the ranch here.
I seen that clip Well, that guy found that deer in his yard, that big buck, and he took it some water and stuff. He didn't know what was wrong with it, and it died right in front of him from that's what he had.
Yeah, it's a bad deal.
And you can see how bad it's on. It's hard on him.
Yeah, if you guys have never heard what EHD is, it's essentially a disease that deer get from flies that'll land on them and bite them. They pass the disease, then the deer's overheat. They can't drink, they can't eat, and they typically just die from it. I mean, if they can get in the shade sometimes and wait it out 3 or 4 days, sometimes they can make it, but usually it's a fatal disease.
Well, and when they get it, it's the hottest time of year.
Yeah, it's the hottest time of the year. It's always...
They can't make it.
Yeah, it's usually August, September, sometimes the end of July when it happens.
Some you find them in the creeks, trying to get cool when they get in the water, and they end up trying to lay down and drown. And a lot of people lose the... I mean, a lot of those shooters, they miss. They come up missing, and that's what happens to them every year.
Yeah, and speaking of shooters, so this year I'm going to probably spend most of my time on our property this year, because last year my brother showed me pictures that he was getting. He had pictures of 5 and 6 mature bucks in one picture, and had one that he was hunting, and I mean he'd shot that 8-point, scored 140 some inches the year before. And we had pictures of this one, and he was bigger. I'm going to say he was probably 160, 170 inches. I'm hoping he made it through the summer. I mean, typically the deer were on my property during the summer they'll leave because it's so thick, and they'll go over to these soybean fields and hang out all summer. There's not a lot of swamps and stuff by them, so they're usually away from where the flies are. I'm hoping I get lucky.
One of these nights we ought to go by that soybean field and just see if they're out there.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, just to see if they're there.
Because I know where they come across the road at down there. It'd be easy to shine out there just see if we can see one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
try not to do that too much, because that's not what we do.
No.
We don't just go shining deer.
no. So, I mean, that's my plan, is I'm going to hunt more here, concentrate my time here. Moses,
You got drawn for controlled hunt.
yeah, Moses,
You
myself,
going to deep for it.
Moses and myself both got drawn for controlled hunts. So,
Oh, you
never
got deep for it too?
Yeah, I got deep pork too.
So the one season that I don't send off.
the one season you don't send off, we got drawn.
Yep, we got drawn for.
So if you guys don't know what the control hunts are we're talking about in Oklahoma, Oklahoma has a whole bunch of control hunts throughout the state at different wildlife management areas. You can put in through them,
Kill 2 deer.
I think it's either April or May, and they've
Put
got
in in April, you get drawn in May. Or
Yeah.
and then, yeah, that's right.
May,
You put in them,
Yeah.
put in
About a
April, and
Yeah, it's about a month.
about a month after you get it ends, you know, you get drawn, get your notifications and everything. And they've got anything from deer, turkey.
They don't even do a pre-hunt deal, do they?
No, I didn't see nothing about it.
No, but whenever we would go in there, they tell you that turkeys are off limits. Can't shoot a turkey.
No,
You can
it's
shoot as many
No.
pigs as you want, but you ain't gonna see them.
but so that one that we put in,
Most of the other stuff's off limits. I know that.
Yeah.
Jimmy told us all to put in for that one, and this the one
It's
year
an
he
extra buck
didn't.
Tag, though, man.
But this one, the one we got drawn into, you get 2 tags. You get a buck and a doe tag. So that's extra on top of our tags that we've already got for the year. Plus, this hunt is an entire month. Most of your draw control hunts in Oklahoma are between 2 and 3 days. This one is a whole month. So
Please don't take our theories and stuff into effect, and don't send off work.
So I've never hunted there. Jimmy's hunted there quite a bit. I don't think Moses. I don't think you've ever hunted it.
No,
I've
I've
got
never
deer
hunted. This is
from
my
there.
first year hunting there.
Yeah, I
First
said
ever
I've been
draw.
going. Yeah, I've been going in there even before it was a draw hunt. You could go down and buy a permit and go still be the whole month, but it counted against your regular season limit. And then they went to the draw hunt, and I've been in there one time. I got drawn in there, and I killed first year I got drawn in. And, but it can be some tough terrain in there, depending on what you want to do. I found easy places to hunt.
But there's
Because the human access in there is there too, because they can come in there the whole month. So you have to be aware of, you might see some people coming down the walking trails. I mean, one of those times I was hunting around, I was sitting on the bench, and the guy and his dog come walking up, and I'm sitting full camo with my crossbow, and the guy sees me, just turns around and goes back the other way. It's kind of awkward, you know. You know, when you're sitting in public, you got a weapon and stuff, you know? So you got to be cautious of that. But that's where the deer are too, though.
Mm-hmm.
They see
Yeah.
that every time.
You know, so that'll be something new that I'll try to get some footage of that. I'm sure Moses will try to get some footage.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get some footage there for sure.
Jimmy's going to show us a few spots when he gets a little
Show
closer.
you one spot. Y'all fight over that one spot. Because I don't need y'all hunting my spot whenever I finally get drawn back in.
But
I know, I try to talk you into it.
I know
That'll-
it'll take y'all guys. Y'all want to get real thick or you want it open?
I want easy, and you know I want easy.
Well, it's all easy flat ground, but I might let him go up on the top because that's more of your style of walking.
Yeah.
Ron ain't gonna want to go up there. If it's
Hey,
good
I
anyway.
wore myself out trying to get you that pig with you.
That's,
Hey,
that
that
was a good
pig-
hunt though, man.
That was a
Yeah,
good
that
hunt.
was a good hunt.
I worked for it.
Yeah, I was chasing them pigs too, and I lost them for a minute.
I worked for it.
We hunted in September of last year for almost a whole day to get that pig, and then went back in March and hunted
3 days. Almost.
Yeah,
almost
almost 3 days.
almost 3
It's
days
2
until
and a
you
half.
finally got that pig.
Yeah.
That was a
numbers
hard
were
hunt.
there. The numbers were there. It just needed to get close enough for the shot.
Well, we could see them, just they would never stay where we could get a shot at them.
I got a nice one though.
Yeah,
I think
you
we
did.
was all
Those are
lucky
pretty
to get those rams too. They were really hard to hunt with all that wind and stuff. Everything
It
was
really
spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I
the
got
first one to get
dogged on
something
that
that
Someone
hunt.
kicked me in the leg and knocked me down and went and got the one I wanted.
Hey, it's all right. Hey,
No, I got.
it was a good looking one.
I got an all dad, man. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I still ain't killed a ram though.
Yeah.
Still haven't got a ram,
we'll get one.
and y'all ain't got no all dad.
Nope.
Yeah,
So
we
now
don't got
y'all
no
gotta
all
shoot
day.
an all dad, and I gotta shoot a ram.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I want one that goes out like 4 times.
You want a big one.
If I'm gonna get one, I want a good one.
There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong
absolutely.
with that. I'm definitely going to try and do that too. For either one.
Well, like I said, we've got one ranch over wanting us to come shoot pigs, and said he's going to get some. He's wanting to get some cheaper animals for around like December, so he's trying to convince us to come do a big group hunt in December. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Almost booked.
I mean, that's
We got
around-
Christmas lights in December.
That's
and
around
Christmas
Christmas,
itself.
so-
Man,
Yeah.
you know, put another week in there. I'm planning on hunting then too. If I ain't,
Yeah.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to get a couple people tagged out early on bucks so that I can hunt myself.
Yep.
Because I don't know if y'all notice it. Choose to sit and video
I'm hoping.
for my girlfriend or my son, Colton. Y'all know Colton. He's been on here.
Yeah.
He's been hit every year.
He killed a deer.
And but I'll sacrifice a hunt and sit with him because I can film and sit with him and make memories and stuff, and that's rare to be able to do that.
We finally got some people that we can have babysit the kids, so I'm hoping I can take Desi and go film for her this year.
I'm telling you, man, it's an whole nother experience when you're sitting with someone and they get to experience that part of it.
Yep.
I'm just as happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, it worked. All that hard work I put into doing this stuff, and I'm making Colton do the work this year as well. So he's like, "Hey, man, you
Yep.
do the work, you get the reward in the end. It's the what it is. You
Absolutely.
get to feel it.
Yeah.
You reaping what you sow. When you put the work in, the time, all that sweat, blood, all that stuff. We've been bleeding. We went through some briars. We bleed when we do this. It
Well,
pays off in the end.
That big 14 point that I put Dad on. Dad says, I don't want to walk a long ways. I said, well, Dad, I've got a blind right over here. It's on the ground. It's on top of a knoll. I said, you will kill a deer out of there. You've got to pay attention because he's going to be on this one trail. You're not going to get a long time. And sure enough, he goes and shoots the biggest deer that we had on camera that year. 154 inch, 14 point. And I didn't get to sit with him. That was his last whitetail he ever got to shoot. I didn't get to sit with him through that. But
Man, it'd be nice.
man, that was
I'd be call it good if that was my last white.
that was.
Oh, yeah.
150
150.
or 150.
Yeah, that
That's
14
it, man.
point
That's it for me.
in the kitchen. That was his. That was
And that ain't much bigger than what
154
I got.
inch.
And that ain't
Biggest-
much bigger than what I got. I got the 140 on the wall, but
And then that 10 point, 152, and he shot him directly behind us. 100 yards behind us, he shot a 152 inch buck. Morning that he called me, he said, hey, are we going hunting? I said, I don't want to get out of bed, I'm tired. So he went and sat in my stand and shot a 152 inch
well,
10 point.
That's what happens when you
Hey,
sleep in.
That was just
That's
like,
usually why I don't go if the kids don't want to go, because I know what's about to happen if I
Yeah.
go by myself.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
that was just like
And you're gonna
when,
be like, "Boy, I told you."
yeah, that was just like when Ryder was like, you should go hunt this morning, and I missed my target buck because that was the only morning he actually got out there,
Yep.
and I missed him.
I tell you what,
I
I
should've
messed
went
up.
out there.
I messed up last year. I went hunting with Ron and shot a pig, and I could have killed a monster.
Yep. I remember
I
that.
could have killed a monster.
We was there.
Came out that morning. We went pig hunting, and I'll never do that again in December.
Jimmy just shot that pig. Literally, just shot the pig. He said, "Hey, my phone went off." And he pulls his phone out and looks at it. He goes, "That buck's there right now."
I said, I'm never going hunting with you in December on these pig hunts like that. I'm on a deer hunt, man. I usually do, man. If I got a buck tag in my pocket, I'll sweat it to the end.
Yeah.
I did last
Yeah.
year. I hunted all the way to the very last day last year.
I remember.
I hunted to the very last day, very last light, very last of it, 100%. I took it to the end. I might be the only one that went on the very last day. It was in the snow.
Yeah, you were
It
the only one
snowed.
that went the last day.
Yeah.
Sitting
I
in
went.
it. The last couple of days, I went and sat in the snow.
I went a couple of times in the snow, but I didn't
Because
hunt that last
With
day.
where I was at, I was laid a piece of plywood on top of the snow and put my corn on top of the plywood. And they were standing, deer standing on the plywood. Still, piece of plywood still down there. I put my corn on it. Pig raised it up, and a couple of my cameras, a pig was lifting that plywood up one night.
Looking for corn and something. Yeah.
Yeah, I put my corn right on the plywood. Deer's, I got pictures of them standing on the plywood. Never thought it would have worked. Never thought it would have worked, but it did. But they didn't come out in the daylight.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I thought they would because it was cold. It was right.
Well,
Should have put some Debbie's out, I guess.
Little Debbie's.
That's what. Yeah.
My guy recommended.
Forget to get those Debbie's out so we can.
Yeah, I'll put them in the truck
What
tonight.
kind are they? I might want to eat a couple of them.
I think they're those gingerbread
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
that they're not selling.
Morning.
My time.
One.
Yeah, we're leaving here at 1
It-
o'clock.
Because y'all guys can get in on this too because I leave early. Because what I figured out last time I left at 2. We got down there, what do you say? It's 3 hours from 2.
You were
3
at
hours
the
from 2.
About 5.
you were on camera at 5:36.
And we
Couldn't-
sat there for a little bit, and then I was like, heck with it, guys, let's go. So we get down there, and it's still dark. We drove all the way around, and we get there. We got our headlamps, our flashlights. Headlamps work good because you're carrying the feed.
Mm-hmm.
And both boys I took with me carried 50 pounds of feed and a bottle of syrup down to the barrel. Each barrel we went to, one of them, was uphill at the second spot.
Yep.
I didn't. That's hard on me sometimes.
That's hard
And
one.
I didn't hear him complain not one time doing it, but I'll get back by that day, even with the little problems we ran into later on, I still made it back by 9 o'clock. Well, our problem would have been we get back too late, 11, 12. If we do it on a Sunday, that's what always got to me.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
I like resting on Sunday before we
I
got to
do
go back
too.
to work because we work, we have jobs, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Honestly, I gotta leave in the evening on Sundays. So,
Jimmy's, but you've been working 5 days a week, and usually your schedule have you 4 days. I mean, so
yeah.
I've been running. See, I typically start work at 6:30 in the morning and get off at 4. I've had to be late a couple of times. Then Friday this last week I started work like 5 something in the morning and got off. Just my boss told me to leave 30 minutes earlier than normal, but still, I mean, we're working a lot.
Yeah, we have jobs, guys.
Yeah.
We don't do this for fun. Well, we do, but we
I
don't.
mean, we do.
We do and we don't. Cost us money.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't make money on you guys
Hey, don't
watching. We
follow
aren't
us in there, I mean,
sponsored or nothing.
But it doesn't cost a whole lot to get out and have some fun in the outdoors, though.
Yeah,
It does not.
we goof off.
Because you can go to XYZ, get you some bait, come to my house, I'll let you fish in the pond. I'll tell you, you're going to catch one. There's a good catfish in there.
We took the kids there and they had fun.
I
Caught
see
a
them
bunch
fish
of
in my pond. Hey, man, anybody can catch a fish in my pond, even if you don't know how to catch a fish. You can catch a fish in my pond.
Now
Even Moses can catch a fish in my pond,
speaking
That's
of,
hard to
Fish
do.
your pond.
speaking of fishing, we're gonna do some new videos for you guys. Still outdoor related. We're gonna start making some fishing lures.
Uh-oh.
So something new. We're gonna be branding them. They're gonna be Slim Chance outdoor fishing lures. We're gonna be selling them. We've got a local store that's agreed to
If any
sell
of
them.
them's green, you know I made them.
We might put, we might try to put some online. We haven't decided on that, but just there's a little preview of something that's going to be coming that we're going to film, and it's something we're all learning. But you know,
And
it's
in the
outdoors.
future,
And
we'll
it'll be
start
fun.
making arrows and bows and everything else too.
I don't know about bows.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
bows.
Maybe we have our own line of bows.
I'd love to, but I don't know how.
Everybody would not
I
want to
don't know
shoot our
that.
bows. That went right over your head, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're just gonna make the bows, Jimmy.
I'm not making any. I'll just keep buying Hoyts because that's what I'm going to shoot the rest of my life.
I love that Hoyt. Since you got me switched to Hoyt, I love that Hoyt.
I'll get Moses here one day.
Yeah, I'll get one day.
Yeah.
Working on it, honestly. Just busy with work right now.
Yeah.
Well, what we do, man.
That's what we do.
Eat, sleep, and work. And then
You
when-
got to do some figuring for deer season pretty quick.
Oh yeah, I gotta figure something out.
Normal.
I think.
It's just some public land.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna
Because,
hunt more public.
Like,
this year.
if you got public, I'll go with you. 4 hours is better than 2
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
because I've got experience in public. I've killed a lot of deer off public.
Oh yeah.
And it's different than hunting private because private, you know, they're gonna be there. Public,
yeah.
they're not always gonna be there. You're gonna see people and they tend to avoid it. I know how to get away from people. Hunt right by the parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Seriously.
I killed one of the buck.
Every deer I've ever killed on public has been
I'll tell
within
you.
75 yards of the parking lot.
The biggest buck I've killed on public came about 30 yards from the parking lot. In a spot that my brother found. And then when he passed away, that's when I started hunting there. That month, almost right at a month after, I killed the biggest buck of my life out of one of the trees he showed me to hunt. I'm telling you, it came.
Hey. One of the years I hunted in public, I almost got a doe. My first buck, not my first buck, but my first doe. But something scared it off. But
Well, I can get you on a deal.
So
You're
my,
a good
my,
guy.
my first time ever hunting public, I got drawn for Altmulgee for a youth hunt when I was in 6th grade. The gun that I was hunting with that year was messing up. It was a 308 automatic, and it was jamming. And Dad was trying to find me a new bolt action, and we couldn't get one in time, so I borrowed my brother's 30-30 rifle. We went, and we'd hunted this wheat field where we'd seen a ton of sign, never saw nothing. We were walking back to the car. We was going to go eat lunch. Biggest buck I've ever seen in the wild. Jumps up. He's easily 200 inches. He's probably 20, 22 inch wide. He's got a drop on each side. I mean, he's one of those bucks that you see on TV and dream about seeing in the wild.
oh yeah.
He jumps across where we were walking, and I knew he was I just knew he was gone. And then he turned and came back towards us, and I shot him at 15 yards. He went down. My first shot, my dad told me, he said, all I remember Dad yelling was, shoot him again, shoot him again, shoot him again. I emptied the 30-30. We trailed him and trailed him and trailed him. We couldn't find him. We had some other people help us. The game warden got a dog and came out and helped us. The game warden put on waders, went into the ponds and the creeks looking for him. We never found the deer. Never heard of anyone ever finding a skull or anything, so I can't figure out what happened there. But for, you know, at the range he was at, where I think I hit him, the deer should have been dead. There was bubbles in the blood. He shouldn't have ran very far, you know.
Yeah.
That was my first experience hunting public, and, you know, that deer was about 75 yards from the parking lot when he got up. The very next year I got drawn for the same place. We went and put a stand in the exact same spot, 75 yards from the parking lot. The sun had been up. It had been legal shooting time for 35 seconds, and I shot my buck. A little buck, but I shot a buck, and we were done. Came home. That evening went out hunting and shot a deer here. So it works out.
Yeah.
You know a crazy story? I don't know if I ever told this story about my dad. Was headed to work one day up 75. And right before Tulsa Hills and Jinx, where the Jinx exit is in Tulsa Hills, he hit a deer with the truck, rolled the truck out. Buck's on the wall at the house. It's a big one. It's a big one. Fire department, police, everybody was taking pictures with this deer. It was a big one. And we took it to the butcher. And on the way home, he seen a deer by the house. Went home, got on the four-wheeler, rode over and killed a doe right by the house. So then he had to take that deer to the butcher.
Oh man.
But he lost the truck in the process of getting 2 deer, you know.
Hey.
Throw the truck out.
Hmm.
That really happened. Back before we did all the filming and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that we could have got on film.
There's so much stuff that I look back at and it's like, you know, wish I could have got that on film. Wish I could have got that on film. Like the 12 point that I've got on my wall that I shot that has the double main beam with a drop tine. I had a camera pointed at the deer and had it turned on and everything. I thought it was recording. This is when I first started trying to film. That camera that first camera I gave you, had it pointed at the deer. He's in frame, perfectly focused. All right, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to get a really big buck on camera. I stood up. I draw. When I drew, he looks up at me. Shot him right in the middle of the chest. He ran, I don't know, 120 yards and then fell over. I thought, oh, great, I got this on camera. Look over at the camera. Wasn't recording. I wish I'd have got that on because that would have been my first buck on camera, and it was a big one. And,
Oh yeah.
and it was, you know, again, it was a dream buck because my dreams always, I love drop time deer. Love them. Like that big 14 point. That's the year that Dad shot that big 14 point. The big 14 point was hanging out with this buck. All I had to do was wait 10 more minutes and I could have killed him. But I wanted that drop time. So, what are you going to do?
I mean, that's just like my
Shoot
first
whatever
buck.
you can see, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if got spots on it, drop it.
I've shot them with spots on them. They make good jerky. They make good jerky. And
Yeah,
my
jerky's
wife
good.
loves jerky.
I ain't shot one in a while like that.
No, I haven't either. That was when I was a kid, you know, and
To
it
each
was,
his own. I don't do I mean, I'll let shoot what you want.
yeah.
Man, I don't care. I'm happy to just get out and do it.
So, you guys are probably tired of listening to us just babble on. But so we've got a couple people here. I'm gonna embarrass them and make them come here. You and Chris.
Yeah.
Me?
So
Yeah.
we're gonna wrap up here. But before we wrap up, we've got Leonard Mountain Homestead here. So if you guys want to come over and say hi to
Man,
everyone,
we got famous people. famous. They were more famous than I am. And they didn't think that's possible, man. They are.
well, we're having a big get together today, and they're here. So they've been
Well,
walking around watching
man.
this
It's
film.
Riley's birthday.
So yeah, it's my daughter's 3rd birthday, but we've got them here with us, hanging out. And you guys, make sure if you watch us but haven't watched them, please go watch them. Subscribe. They're great people. Got a lot of really good content. Amy's a little crazy sometimes, you know.
I
But
am.
Goes out
I am.
exercising with her chicken.
Yeah. Exercising with my chickens.
Walking with the chicks.
It's
And then,
alright. I'm about to do the same thing with y'all guys.
I would
so-
make Sarah come over here, but she's busy.
Here she comes.
I think she's going to come over now. So I'll let her tell y'all
Oh yeah.
her
Bye.
channel. Make sure you go watch her channel too. And hopefully we can get her a deer this year.
Well, it's gonna work.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be hunting here.
It's gonna work.
We'll get one. And then
It's gonna work.
I know my wife's not going to come in front of the camera, so I'm not
she
going to
is.
ask. Oh,
Oh,
here
she
she
is.
comes.
She's going. The
Yay.
girls of Slim
The
Chance
mom, of the,
Outdoors.
mom of the hour.
Ladies of Slim
The mom of the
Chance.
hour.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Bear.
So hopefully we can get her a deer this year too.
It's time.
And it's what, Circle?
Circle J Homestead.
There you go.
Yep.
So,
I've been not putting a bunch out, but we talked about it and said, you know, we were waiting on big things. Well, we were able to do those big things. So, watch out for a video because tomorrow it will be videoed on some stuff we're doing.
awesome. Make sure you go watch, like and subscribe. You know, we appreciate you guys. Again, none of us do this for money. We're doing it just to show y'all our way of life. So appreciate
We
everyone.
ain't trying
Thank
to
you.
get paid just yet.
Yeah, just making memories pretty much.
Yeah.
Look back
Family,
at it.
You know.
friends, and the outdoors.
Real quick, I said we were going to wrap up. I'm going to tell you guys one thing real quick. If I can make it through this. If I can make it through this. We're talking about making memories. My dad's very last hunt was his fallow deer that we have on the channel. So if you haven't watched that, you can watch it, whatever. That was his very last hunt. I got lucky enough to have my brother go with me on that hunt. My wife was there, both of my kids. It was really special. He passed away just a few months after that, but That's why we do this. That's why we film,
Well,
to bring you guys those special
special.
memories.
this we put it on that, man, is the whole behind this whole deal is what we're here today. Today is my brother's birthday. The whole thing got started with all of that. So that's the whole meaning. Today's his birthday. So it's tough on us all.
It is.
Yeah.
That deer season means something. That
Yep.
means something.
It's not just about going and killing. It's actually
That's what I
we've
said, man.
got a
Last
lot
year-
of meaning behind
Last
it.
year I got to shoot at a deer out of your dad's tree stand.
You
Man,
did.
It means a lot to me. It means a lot.
Yep.
That was tough.
I didn't know if I was going to cry, laugh, or what when you
crying
messaged
now.
me and said
You
you'd
son
shot
of a gun,
one.
You son of a gun, you. I'm crying now. thinking
I am
about it.
too.
It's tough because the day's special to me. Not only do we get to celebrate your daughter's birthday, but it's my brother's birthday, and that's never going to change.
Yep.
It's always going to be the same. And it has meaning behind it all because we've grown as a family as it is.
Yep.
And we're tight. Something
Absolutely.
happens with my parents, you're going to feel the same way I feel about your dad.
Absolutely.
It's the way it is.
Yep.
We got ties now.
And getting to share that time with your dad last year was so.
My dad got to shoot a great deer with us last year.
That
You know what I
made
mean?
my season.
You know what I mean?
I didn't kill anything but that little bitty doe, but that made my season when I heard that
I mean,
gunshot go
because-
off.
Because my dad hunts hard just like the rest of us, and I don't know how much longer he got in him to hunt either.
Yep.
So that's what I mean. We're connected more than just this friends and shit stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We are family.
Yep.
It's close.
And you know, if you guys are just watching this and you don't experience going outdoors, this is what it's about. It's not about killing. It's about like Jimmy said, it's not about even about making friends. It's about making new family
That's
and,
it.
and being
That's
connected.
what we do here.
So, thank you guys. We're going to end here before it gets too mushy and we all start bawling.
Hey?